Every woman holds value and strength, but some go beyond the ordinary, shaping lives, inspiring changes, leaving an extraordinary impact in their field. This prestigious award program recognizes those exceptional women who have made significant contributions in enhancing the quality of life in Indonesia. So, in the next few days, you're going to meet a lot of these extraordinary women. We begin our first one with Miss Sindhu. Sindhu Raj is a distinguished Bharatanatyam dancer, choreographer, and teacher, deeply rooted in the aesthetic and traditional integrity of Indian classical dance. With an unwavering dedication spanning over 4 decades, she has tirelessly worked to preserve, promote, and pass on Bharatanatyam to future generations. For the past 24 years, she has been an inspiring mentor, instilling both technical mastery and inner joy of dance into her students. She's performed in various places in India and Southeast Asia for over 2 decades. Sindhu is currently based in Jakarta. And the production she has also worked earlier, it's a cross cultural collaboration with the late Ibu Bulan Krishna Jalantik. They did a dance drama together called Arjuna Divya Sakti in 2016, which is still being cherished as part of her artistic journey. She also participates in a lot of cultural events and encourages her students to participate, especially for Navratras and Diwali and Dashera events. So, welcoming you, Sindhu, to the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi,
Congratulations.
Jyoti. Thank you so much.
Highly deserving for recipient of the Indo-Indians Extraordinary Woman Award for Art and Culture. So,
Yeah, I
congratulations
too
for
would
that.
like to believe that. Thank you so much.
So, Sindhu, you have now dedicated over 4 decades of your life to Bharatanatyam, as I understand. What initially drew you to the classical form of this? There are many classical forms like Kathakali, Kuchipudi. What attracted you to Bharatanatyam?
Actually, I was barely 6 when I started this journey. So I was not the one to choose the dance form.
Okay.
So I come from the South Indian state of Karnataka and from Bangalore. So my grandfather and my mother found a very dedicated dance teacher, very
Okay.
close to where we were staying. And she was known as Guru Kittappa Pillai's student, you know. So how one guru is known by her guru, that's how my grandfather said, he came to my mom and said, there's a amazing dance teacher. She has started dance classes, and I think we should enroll her into a dance class. So my mom was more than happy to enroll me into an art form. I think she also had a dream of dancing, so
Yeah.
which she couldn't do. I'm sure she wanted me to pursue it. So that's how my journey began. I started my dance classes. I would walk to my class. It was not too far, and slow and steady, this what do you call a hobby becomes a passion along the way. We don't realize how it
How did
becomes a passion.
yeah. So how did the passion as a student convert into passion being a teacher?
Yeah, actually, I kept on learning. See, that was the point in the beginning, because slow and steady, we realized that this is not a hobby where you can learn for a couple of years and feel like, okay, I've done enough. It is
Yeah.
going to go on forever. I think that is one thing which our teachers, sort of in their own way, kept on telling us. There is a small Tamil saying, or like a phrase he would use, my teacher. He would say, Yelu Janmam Pattad. You are not going to be able to learn even if you have 7 lives. You cannot complete this learning.
It's a
So these
constant
things got
reminder.
stuck in our head. So the thing was to keep learning. And then somewhere along the journey, I did my Vidvat exam. I was actually about already completed my graduation, just started working, and these studies go on. We do different levels of exams. So this is called the Vidvat. And then he gradually, my teacher instilled in me that teaching is the next step. So after all these levels of exam, he initiated me into my first class when my daughter was born. That year I started.
So Indo-Indians is recognizing you for all your hard work. And that is where you're getting this beautiful award for all the work that you have done and contributed in your own way to the society. How does this recognition feel and what does it mean to you? Is it like an added responsibility or how does it feel to you?
Exactly. Actually, when we just start teaching, it's the joy of teaching itself is an award, right? I enjoy the company of small kids, I go into a class and I feel super happy. I start smiling, I see their faces, and we start our class. We end up sweating a lot and dancing. It's all that whole classroom atmosphere itself is like a medal, sort of. So uh, I didn't I don't think of awards or like anyone else in the all the nine awardees. But then when Poonam messaged me and said that you're going to be nominated, I literally did a small dance that day. I called my daughter and I was like so happy. So whatever hard work we do, this recognition it means a lot. You know, somewhere it feels somebody else has noticed your hard work.
Correct. Do you
It
feel
feels so
burdened?
proud.
You feel burdened that you have additional responsibility now?
Pardon?
I said, do you feel burdened that you have additional responsibility now?
No, 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 no. There is no such thing because responsibility came from the day we started teaching. Now it's just that extra boost of energy, I think. So this will help me to go on and on. I'll not feel old anymore, or I'll not remind myself of my age. So this has made me feel younger, I guess.
Lovely. So, Sindhu, there are many, most of a lot of your students are Indonesians, right?
Yes.
Because currently, right now, you're in Jakarta, and so a lot of the local children out there are your students. What has been your experience in teaching Bharatanatyam to a very diverse group of people, who are not familiar with your sensibilities, with your culture? Do you face any challenges, and how do you tackle those?
Yes, yes. See, actually, this is very interesting. This question is so beautiful, When we teach Indonesians or when they come to learn the art form, they come with already, we have this shared narrative, right? We have a very common culture. So
Yes,
they already have the story with them. They know a bit of Mahabharata, they know the characters. They also love Hanuman as much as we love Hanuman. They love
correct.
Rama, they love Arjuna. They have these characters, and it's easier to be able to teach them. And I don't need to delve too much into the meaning of the dance. I do, of course, because these songs are either in Tamil or in Sanskrit. So along the way, I explain it because your bhavam is the most important, right? So you're
Correct.
expressing through your eyes.
Yeah,
So they understand the story beautifully and then they are able to enjoy it more. I am like a catalyst there. So they already come with a little bit of background and that dedication. I think Indonesians have a little bit of that. They come with a beautiful mindset that it is a journey for them, a spiritual journey. They don't simply take it like I'm going to come for class, dance for a while. It's like I get a workout and go. No, along with that hard cardio workout, they also feel a joy which you can only feel when you dance items about anyone. It can be, it need not be any religion based song. It
correct.
can be just a blissful Laliharipu or a Jatiswaram. They go back with, I think, sweat and smiles.
Yeah, very beautifully said. It's actually bhavam. It is actually the emotion which is depicted through your eyes. And unless and until you understand the significance of it, that really answers another question for me, that how beautifully you maintain the Indian sensitivity and the cultural aspect through your dance form. Is there any nice incident that you'd like to share where you had a challenge explaining this to a student or getting the bhavam out of that student? Would you be able to share?
Yeah, of course, there are challenges. It's a big responsibility. We need to make them understand that any small mudra or any hasta, like suppose you're doing Kataka Mukha or you do any Ala Padma, you show Rama, we have to be true to the mudra or hasta, whatever we depict. We cannot take anything for granted here. So we have to make it very clean technically strong, as well as also make sure that whatever we tell has to be 100%. So, as even when we perform, all my students perform once a year. So, they should not feel that this is a performance, my annual day. I step up on stage, I do something. So, the moment we step on the stage, we treat it like it's a temple. So, you are making a commitment, a promise that you are going to communicate to the audience and give you 100%. I tell these to my students again and again because even in the audience, if their parents are there, even they are important, right? So they come with that joy to see their child or their sister or anyone shine on stage. So we owe it to the audience that we give our 100%. That is the main challenge for me. Not to dance like it's an exercise or not to dance superficially. You literally show your heart to the audience,
So,
give
Sindhu,
yourself.
you've been dancing for 4 decades now. What keeps you motivated on a daily basis? One kind of loses strength, energy, but what keeps you motivated on a daily basis? And, one piece of advice you would also like your students to, that's probably your learning that your students should also carry forward.
Yeah, see, it's not easy. Like you said, every day we are dancing. Every day I'm dancing. Now, because I dance every day, the body has understood it. My body already knows that I have to dance now. So
Correct.
it's become like how we drink water every day. Otherwise, you feel thirsty, right?
Yeah.
You can't, you have to, you reach out for a glass of water. So it's just like that. If I don't dance, my body doesn't like it anymore, you know? So I don't need to motivate myself. All I need to do is get up and just do one dance, which I will automatically do now. So
So
I
it's a
go
ritual for
down
you
where,
now.
yeah, to the classroom. I start doing my namaskaram. Even in 2 seconds or 2 minutes of my dance, I already feel happy there. So the advice part which you're saying, which I would like to give the students, is just go a little forward. Like you have to, don't allow any tiredness or laziness to hold you back. That little bit of push we have to give ourselves. That's it. That initial push. No, I'll go to the class. Get into the class. You start your namaskaram. Automatically, the body will help you to do the hard work, because it is hard work.
To me, what I understand, you've made it into a ritual. Like we have a ritual, we brush our teeth, we have a bath. So every waking up and dancing is a ritual to you. You cannot see your day complete without the rituals. So I think that's beautiful because you really enjoy this part of your life. You've been there for so long. You've been doing this. What is your future plans and goals for your academy? Uh, about your work as a choreographer, how do you see that in the coming few years?
Actually, I have a lot of dreams, yeah. My first dream was just to start dancing. Then you want to start sharing this joy. It's not just enough. I'm dancing, I'm happy. No, no. Why
Yeah,
not? I include a few more? So
correct.
that family becomes bigger. So now I have a family with me. I have my kids from the age group of 5 to 50 to, in fact, my oldest student is 68.
Oh, wow. Wow,
And it's
that's
amazing.
really
My youngest is 5 and my oldest is 68. So see, I am so happy just with this. But now I feel I've reached the stage. I'm 52 now. I keep thinking about my future, like you told me, how many ever years we have on this earth in this one lifetime. I would like to create a space for myself, like a simple dance school, like what I would call a shala, a school where I can have a small space. It can be outdoor, indoor. I don't have it yet, but I would like to work towards getting a small school where I'll invite my students, have my class, have my performances, and involve more and more teachers from Indonesia to come in, share their experiences with my students. There are
yeah.
people like you already mentioned my collaboration with Ibu Bulan Trisna. Sadly, we lost her in 2021. And there are other Indonesian amazing teachers who are still continuing their hard work. There are some teachers in India whom I would like to collaborate with or bring them together and share the joy. That's it. That's it. So when you hold hands with another teacher or a legend, your energy becomes more. And
You know,
then even the students understand more about each culture.
true, true. It's a collaboration. So
Yes,
it definitely,
exactly.
Sindhu, we are living in a world of AI now, and going forward, that's going to be the most dominant aspect. Things like Bharatanatyam. How do you think this is going to grow as an art form in Indonesia and globally in the next few years? Is it a diminishing art, or is it actually going to sustain and flourish?
Definitely, we felt like Bharatanatyam is a pure classical dance. It's 3,000 years old, right? So you might feel it doesn't have the same appeal like how anyone would call Hindi film songs and understand those kind of movie songs, uh, in common terms, what we say Bollywood, that has a more attraction to youngsters. But no, I feel classical dance is equally or even more attractive, and youngsters have embraced it. So there is definitely a future for classical dance or any other classical art form for that matter, because it might be like the parent is trying to initiate it for the child. But slowly they understand because this brings you closer to your roots, it gives you a beautiful identity. I'm so proud to be an Indian, or I'm so proud to be an Indonesian. You feel connected to your culture because somehow it helps us to feel that pride in our heart, which is important for us today. And any art will always be our best friend in life. We will not go into any sort of depression, or you won't feel lonely. In fact, all the positives are going to attract everyone towards these art. It just spreads joy and peace, I feel. So they'll become better leaders of tomorrow. If at all they are going to become leaders of tomorrow in their own fields, the youngsters, I'm sure this art form will definitely help them become a better individual and a beautiful human being.
Yeah. In today's day and age, when everybody's in a rush, in a stress state, and there are more and more, ways of looking for peace and calmness. I think this is a great form. Just dance it out. So I think it's a great form, and you have to choose what works for you. But dancing is one of the most beautiful ways to let loose your
Yeah,
emotions and feelings. So
totally.
absolutely. So on a note, where I would like to close this, as part of Indo-Indians community, and now you're part of the Indo-Indians family, you would like to leave a legacy behind as you go on to, move on to different platforms in your life. What would be one message, or what would be something that you would like people to know about you and your entire, years of this work?
Yeah, see, this is very important, yeah, because this is how we give respect to our teachers, right? So, yes, I have thought about it. So, what will happen after I am not around here? In fact, I talk to my kids about it sometimes. So, like now, I have this immense responsibility towards my guru. So, when I step on stage, I just want to make him proud. I know he's in the heavens. They are in the heavens and they are watching over me. So, when I teach my students, also, I tell them, don't forget that my teacher is watching also from the heavens, and he might clap, you know, they might clap if you do well. So we still have that responsibility of making our teacher proud. So I hope my students also do that and not forget me and keep this annual day, which we call Vijay Dasmi. They meet up, because that's a beautiful way to keep in touch with each other as well. They work hard before the day and then they pay tribute to the teacher, like how I have been doing. I hope that day continues and I will be watching from the heavens too.
Any last message for all the aspiring Indo-Indians listeners and viewers that you would like to give?
Yeah, as a dancer, not much advice. Just keep dancing. Don't ever give up. There will be challenges. See, also have had challenges. Of course, we feel maybe we have to take a break sometimes. It's okay to take a break. Maybe you have injuries or something. Come back to your hobby. Your hobby might be something music, it can be dancing, it can be some other art form. But whatever it is, keep it alongside you as your best friend. I would advise everyone, because even a young child, when they come, they come with a 5-year-old sometimes walks in and say how much stress she has. I had so much work today. I have so much homework, or my teacher gave me this much work or that much work. And I can see a 5-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 50-year-old, all have different kind of stresses when they come.
True.
All balancing school life, they're balancing family life. I have young mothers who come for class. They're doing an amazing job giving themselves this time. So always give yourselves a few hours in a day, 1 hour in a day for yourself. This is your gift to yourself.
I think that's beautifully said and very apt because we all need to take out time for ourselves.
Very
So,
much.
yeah, and
100%.
congratulations once again, Sindhu, for this beautiful, beautiful achievement. Truly very well deserved for all the hard work that you have done. So, Indo-Indians
Thank you. I'm
Extraordinary
doing this.
Award. Absolutely. For art and culture and, keeping up that tradition, the vibe, the feeling of being an Indian alive. I can see that really, that powerful energy in you, and that's beautiful. Thank you for joining
Um,
us, and congratulations once